Angeles Tribune bestseller. So let me bring Alicia up on stage. Alicia, let's go.
Are we back live?
We are live here at the Barnes & Nobles at the Grove. As you can see, you all have been tuning in.
Hello, everybody. My name is Craig Bruce. I'm founder and managing principal of all Pelton Lifestyle. We'll do a little bit more about me on a panel, but this is about you guys. All right, super excited and honored to be able to share the stage with you. Where I'd like to begin is just give us a 30-second introduction of who you are and what you do. So we'll start with you.
Hello, thank you so much to the Los Angeles Tribune, Mel, Mike Silvers, and all the esteemed guests here tonight. My name is Dr. Priyadarshniji Roy. I have a PhD in strategic media. I'm an actor-producer, and I have my Bollywood debut coming out this year. But above all, I'm a lifelong learner, and I'm looking forward to learning from all of you guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you guys for having me. My name is Kimmery Moss. I am a poet. This is my book that I just published. I'm also a mom. That's where this book came through. My message is to moms, to women everywhere, to remember your power, to remember sort of like what we just heard, that people don't do as we tell them, they do what they see, they do as we do. So my message in my book is really that like the best gift that we can give to the next generation is not to tell them to live life fully. It's to live our lives fully. For our kids to see their moms like happy and fulfilled. And Harvard just came out with a study that the #1 factor for human success and like embodiment, self-actualization, is that the primary caregiver is happy and living a joyful life. So that's my message. That's what I learned when I wrote my book and had my babies. And so, yeah, that's me.
Thank you.
Happy to be
Thank
here.
you. Thank you for sharing that. We're super excited you're here. Next.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Kalpana Pot. I am an actor, writer, host. I actually have a new show on Fox coming out July 8th sometime. Newly published author, published my first book because I actually have a background in astrophysics very randomly. And so I wrote a book because what I do on social media, I like to shameless plug, have a lot of followers, is that I make space and science very accessible to everybody. I'm very casual with my approach, so I always wanted to publish a book. And because I'm an actor, I'm like, oh, it has to be a story, it has to be narrative. And what they always say is, write what you know. I'm like, well, I know how to make space fun. And so essentially I turned my social media videos into a little book that, you know, hopefully people can understand. They get a general overview of all things space related. And ultimately what my goal is in Hollywood is to tie my two passions together of storytelling and science and truly humanize people in the STEM world, because of the recent uptick in anti-science recently, which is very disturbing to me. And yes, that includes flat earthers. I encounter them a lot as well. Yeah, so I've just been truly enjoying the journey and very happy to be here.
And if you guys have not followed her and listened to some of her stuff on science, it's really cool.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hey, it's working.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
Please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jack Rasmussen. It's a pleasure to be here today. It's very inspiring to hear everyone up here. I am also an author. I have 2 nonfiction books out. My first book is called Fine Dining: The Secrets Behind the Restaurant Industry, and I wrote that while I was at USC. Fight on. And I graduated in 2022, and my passion for food really informed that book. So I interviewed a lot of local chefs in LA, some in India, some on the East Coast in New York City. And that book is a very short, comprehensive book about how to be successful in the restaurant industry. And I plan on hopefully doing more with that and coming out with the second one. And then my second nonfiction book is called Yin Yang: The Secrets Behind the Restaurant Industry. And I wrote that while I was teaching English in Taiwan for a year through the Fulbright Scholarship Program. And that was an amazing experience. And I write very narrative writing about my experience there and the symbol and what it means to me. I'm very religious, so I like viewing my religion, which is Christianity, and connecting it to all different world religions. And I'm very interested in spirituality, so I hope to do more of that in the future. I'm currently working on my 3rd nonfiction book, and I'm also very interested in acting as well. So I'm getting into that this year, and I'm excited to continue writing. That's super. Congrats. Good luck on the 3rd book. All right. Next up.
I feel left behind now. My name is Barry Selby, and I'm all about love. I have been a love and relationship expert for the last 15 years, and I am a passionate servant of the divine feminine. I'm also teaching men how to honor that too, which is why the work's harder for me now. I have 2 podcasts I co-host. I also have a best-selling book on Amazon called 50 Ways to Love Your Lover. 2 podcasts are Let's Talk Dating, and it was called Relationship Mastery, because frankly, somebody need to know how to start the thing before you get into the thing. So both podcasts have places to be. I'm originally from England, hence the accent, or lack of it from my point of view. And what else? I've had several careers before this, but the one thing that drove my work was the discovery of masculine and feminine power and authority, hence dedication to the feminine, that basically had me clarify where I was about on the planet. So this is the rest of my life focus, and I'm also very spiritually based. I've got a background in spiritual. So you got one.
There's a message from above.
I've had conversations there too.
Yeah.
I have a master's degree in spiritual psychology, been a spiritual teacher for the last 20 years as well. So
Awesome.
I've got lots of things.
Thank you. Thank you, Barry. Thanks.
Hi everybody, how's everybody doing? Good to see you guys. I'm Dr. Chow Ong. I'm an immigrant from Vietnam, came here to America. I thought the way to become financial freedom is to become a doctor. So I got my PharmD and MBA and rose to the top of a Fortune 1 company to find out that I can't really take care of my mom who's going through cancer because I had to go to work all the time. So the way I found out about my financial freedom journey was through corporate housing, Airbnb arbitrage, where I leveraged somebody else's property I don't even own, that I sublet on Airbnb at the time, and made it and retired when I was in my early 30s, retired my mom and dad. And now we have one of the oldest coaching company platform for midterm rental, corporate housing arbitrage in America, one of the biggest corporate housing network as well. And I'm on my way now to become already investing, also doing consulting for businesses to scale internationally as well. I see a lot. I love diversity. I love internationally, and we need to be represented. I also love empowering women, ladies as well, because my mom has really transformed my life as well. So thank you so much for being here.
Awesome. Great. And
hello, everyone. It's not the voice of God, it's the voice of the woman.
oh, is there a difference?
There is
a
difference because God is within us.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I love this already. Hey, y'all. My name is Razz, and just a side note, I do a lot of different things, but I enter into everything that I do with this history, this very rich history of being a former 8-time All-American swimmer. Need a sport to watch this Olympics next month. Watch swimming. There's some incredible swimmers competing for USA. And one thing I grabbed from my entire swim career is that your reps matter. Every stroke you take, every kick, every time you wake up, the way you respond to your alarms, the way you speak to yourself, the way you look at yourself in the mirror, everything matters. Your reps matter. So count each rep and allow those reps to matter for yourself, because ultimately those reps reflect how you feel about yourself, because those reps actually add up to a whole lot every single day. So
did you guys write that down? Every rep counts. For those of you who are watching live streaming, did you write that down? I invite you to write that down. You heard it from Marisa.
Thank you.
We're going to come back to you. And again, we're going to keep the answers short because we got a couple more questions we want to ask. Is that okay? Sure. All right. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Why do you do what you do?
If I have breath in my lungs, that's enough reason to get out of bed. Because that's a gift. It's not a given. And why do I do what I do? Because I have breath in my lungs.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that. That's powerful. Yeah. Let's give it up for that one. How about that? Dr. Chuck.
What got me out of bed in the morning?
Yeah, why do you do what you do? Very quickly.
Yes, transformation, helping people identify with who they already are. Is the God-given, you are the son and daughters of God. You can achieve anything. You're already rich. So just receiving it.
Wow, thank you. Barry.
For me, simply that so many people don't know how to love and they're wounded. So my work is infinite. So there's a reason to get up in the morning.
And I got to say,
How about that voice? Isn't that like the voice of love? Awesome, awesome.
Beautiful
Okay.
accent, yeah.
Yeah, gorgeous.
I would say impacting and inspiring people to reach a higher vibration and a higher self-actualization. So if I can touch one person a day, that's my mission.
For me, it's I want to experience everything I can on this planet while we're going around the sun for however much time I have. So it's a little more selfish that way because it's about my experiences. But by doing so, I'd hope to, at least very specifically get people interested in science and pursuing STEM. So that's my driving factor.
Awesome, thanks.
Well, I'll say being selfish actually helps everyone because the better and bigger and more embodied you are, everyone else can be too. So,
Ooh, I love that.
I do really two things. One is being a mother. The reason I get up and do that is because it is so important and also such a direct way to affect the future of humanity. And I take that very seriously, and also it's really fun. And the reason that I'm a poet is that it is my way of communicating with the divine. And I think if I tried to not be a poet, the divine would just keep knocking. So
Awesome.
I just do it.
Thank you. And you're going to wrap us up and bring us home.
All right. There's a lot of spiritual talk. So in Hinduism, we have a word called dharma, which co-amalgamates with the word karma. Dharma means to do your duty. And I think that everyone has a purpose and we all have our duty and we were all sent here for our purpose. And that's what keeps me going every morning, knowing that I, as a storyteller, am here to share stories, but encourage others to also share theirs as well.
Awesome. Let's give it up for this amazing panel. Thank you guys so much for sharing. Amazing. All right, we're going to ask you to, and I think we're going to, Michael, are you coming up?
Yes, always.